Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Technique Thursday. Today we're going to have some fun. This is something I've never done before, but I'm going to give it a try. Why not, right? So, I have the Follow Me and I Will Make You Fishers of Men Bible page kit, and that was released already, but I haven't had a chance to work with it because I had testing, and when I did that, I was a little bit sick for a bit, so now I'm going to create with this page. So I'm going to do it a little bit differently today. I'm kind of going to decide where this part of the waves will go, and then I want to do, I guess maybe right about here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put down my watercolor, and then I'm going to try to make it look like bubbles. So just using the little artist loft here, and I've prepped 2 coats of the clear gesso because I'm trying something I've never tried in my Bible before, so I want to make sure it's going to work. So blue, I think maybe I'll start with this really light blue first, and I just want to coat my page and kind of make it look like water, which is going to be fun, right? This reminds me of Hubs's fishing. So our new house is on the river. I know, I've talked about it. So, house on the river. So hubby I bought him a fishing rod, a new fishing rod for his birthday, so he was really excited about that. Sorry, just going to pick up another color of blue and just mix it in. I'm not going to dry in between. And so bought him this fishing rod. And then Nicole and Antoine bought him this crazy fly fishing rod. So, and Antoine bought himself one. So they come out to go fishing. They're so excited. They're practicing in the driveway, this whole fly fishing experience. And then they go down to the river and they're all excited. And they even have this like crazy net they bought and everything. It was kind of wild. So they have all this good stuff. And they go down to the river and they come back and they have no fish. So I said, "You didn't have any luck?" And they said, "Well, we saw someone catch a fish." And I said, "Well, that's pretty good, I guess, that you saw someone catch a fish, right? Too funny." But they never caught a fish. And then when Ryan was out here, they again went down to the river to catch fish. And guess what? No fish. So I say river 2, Hubs 0. So he's got to catch a fish. It's going to be his mission to catch a fish. So what we're going to do here is now I'm going to just dry this really well. And just kind of make it like that. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to take some rubbing alcohol and I'm going to dab into the paint and we're going to see if we can make bubbles. So what this will do, we hope, is it's going to go into the paint and make white spots. As you can see what's happening here. And maybe we should have done it on wet paint. Oh, I think we need the paint wet. So let's put a little bit more blue down and not dry everything and attempt to make more bubbles. There we go. So back in, so I'm just going through and just putting in the rubbing alcohol and just making dabs as if it would be bubbles. So I'll do some here more so that you can see it better on the video. And then if you want to add more paint, well then you just add more paint into your page and make some more bubbles. Like right here we don't have anything, So we'll take this blue and we'll put it in here. And I want small bubbles, so I don't want huge big bubbles, so let's use the other side of the Q-tip and just go in. And the alcohol is like a resist, that it moves the paint around. So it gives us that little bit of a bubble effect. And I think we need the darkest kind of one over here to get that same effect. So we just want this really cool kind of river look. So I love how the paint just separates around the rubbing alcohol. And because we've prepped, it's not going to ruin your other page. So we're good to go there. So yes, we just want to tap and dab, and kind of makes it like a little ocean with waves. We can also, you know, just take a take some white paint and dab some little things in, but that's sort of the look I was going for, is just this marbled sea look. And then you can even use this to go in and pick up some of that color off the bottom, or you can even use the Q-tip to put on more color with your brush. Like in some of those places that kind of tucked into there. There we go. So that is kind of cool. I'm quite digging this. I always make these backgrounds and then you know what happens. I put stickers all over them, right? So let's just take a close-up of this and have a look at this. Kind of cool, right? You can see all the little dabs. So my little camera battery is flashing at me and it's saying, Lynn, please go put in a new battery. So I will do that. We'll continue on with our stickers and see what other fun we can get up. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, fresh battery on the road. We're good to go. Got a little bit of that going in the sky. This page a little bit soaked through on the edges. Probably didn't prep all the way there, but that's just fine. So, I'm gonna cover up the alcohol. Got a fresh battery. I'm slowly learning that every video I need a fresh battery. I think it must go in high def. This is a new camera, so I'm not sure exactly what goes on with this new camera. So I want to make sure that my title is going to fit. So I am going to put that on first. And I'm not sure. See, Hank, he didn't want to cut it all together. But that's all right. We can do it this way. So if anybody has any good like fishing tips, you can pass them along for poor Hubs so he can maybe catch a fish. I think he's just funny, but you'd have to know Hubs. It's going to be his mission to catch a fish. Him and Ryan, they'll be there till they catch a fish. And it'll be so funny. Maybe I should go down there and show them how to fish. Do you think so? I used to fish when I was small with my dad. I'm sure I could catch a fish. I'm going to go give it a whirl. I'm going to go buy myself a new fishing rod and some tackle, and I'll go out there and show those boys how it's done. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, this all came off in one big sticker. So let's see if we can make this fit without ripping it. But no, of course we cannot do that, because I have all kinds of things all over my little fingers. That's okay. We'll do it this way. And then we'll just take off this little piece of the S that got stuck and just make it into its own little word. There we go. Sometimes we have to improvise, correct? So I'm going to start with this big long piece. I thought this was kind of cute so that, you know, if we didn't want to do a background and you just wanted to do, you know, just have that on your page, you can do that too. So we need our little scissors. I'm just gonna cut this off here. to fit there, and I will give it a snip here so it fits down there. And put that to the side. Just gonna take my brush and try to get this little bit of blue off. There we go. I love watercolor because you can always fix it. So that's kind of cool, I think. It's coming along quite nicely. Okay, so now for the bottom. Let's start with a seahorse. I think these things are just so cute. And you know, I get a lot of ideas for Bible page kits in a most unusual way. Let me tell you how it goes. My sister, okay? My sister phones me up and she says, we need fish with googly eyes. Because she always phones me and says, sister? And then I know she wants something and she'll say, we need fish with googly eyes. Or we need a Bible page kit with houses. Or so a lot of these page kits are actually my sister's genius ideas. And we love her genius ideas. So she wanted these googly-eyed fish, so googly-eyed fish she gets. So I will have to ask her what she thinks of these googly-eyed fish. You better comment, sis, and tell us what you think of these googly-eyed fish. We need to know. Did I do good? I need to know. All right, and because I am layering my elements, that's usually when I will use white paper because I don't want to see many layers through. So I will just do it like that. And oh, that's a fun page. I really like the way the background turned out. And sometimes it's hard to see it really well with, you know, when you're on camera. And I'm not really sure if you guys are seeing it or you're not seeing it. And this little guy, he was the inspiration for the whole page. This little guy with his bubbles. Because I always say I'm forgetful like Dory the fish, and certainly I am. We all know this to be true. So let me put, should we put puffer fish? Oh, maybe I'll put the little puffer guy on the sheet. He's got some bubbles going too. And this little guy, we'll put him here maybe. And I mean, I just love this verse with Jesus saying, like, how would you feel? It's overwhelming. How would you feel if Jesus just came up to you one day and said, come, follow me? If somebody came up to you on the street and said, come, follow me, would we do it? Would we recognize Jesus? And somehow these people knew, they had faith. They knew what to do. They knew to follow Jesus, and they followed him with all his heart. It was the beginning of such a beautiful ministry. And I can't even imagine getting to be a part of that. That would just be incredible. So I'm going to use that little tag up there, and I think I'm going to put Matthew on the tag. I try to make these so they fit on the tags for us, so we know what we're doing. So we'll put him there, and then the other little seahorse I will put on the other side. Or you can use a different tab on the other side. It really doesn't matter, I guess. Whatever you like. Wow, we've used almost all the stickers on here. I'm pretty excited about that. I always try to make 2 tags so we don't get stuck. That did not go on very well, but I'll fix that later. So we had a fun technique. It kind of accomplished what I wanted it to accomplish and look like I wanted it to look. So I'm pretty happy. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you're having an awesome day. What else? I just wanted many blessings to you and yours. And thank you so much for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I'm here every week chatting away and doing some new fun thing. So I will see you guys all in Praise and Pray. Have an awesome day. Many blessings. Until next time, bye-bye.